Today I am going to be showing you all the books I have gotten since I did my last haul, which I believe was in July of 2015. It is now April 2016, so you do the math. I have quite a few things to show, but given the amount of time that has passed, it's actually not that bad. So the first books I'm going to show you are books that I received as gifts, both for Christmas or my birthday, or nope, it was just those two things that I received a few books for. So I'm going to show you those first. To start off, we have The Young Leets by Maria Lu. I got this as a gift for... It was Christmas. This is a Christmas gift. I don't really know what it's about, so I can't really tell you, but it's the same author as the Legend trilogy, and I freaking loved that trilogy. It's good. I'm very excited to read this simply because I loved that so much. Next book I got for Christmas is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. She is the same author who wrote the Throne of Glass series. I'm excited to read this by her as well because so far I've really liked what I've read by her and I think she's a great author. This next one I received is a graphic novel called The Shepherd. Now this book is written by a father-son duo, which is actually really cool, and it was inspired by a dream that the father had. I am actually going to be doing a review on this as soon as I finish it. I'm about halfway through, but so far it's really good and I really like it. I can't wait to complete this and then tell you all about it. These next ones I have, oh, they're a little heavy because it's actually a 6-book box set and it's all hardcover and they're gorgeous. Lock and Key is what they're called, and it's written by Joe Hill. This is the first one, which I have read, and I thoroughly enjoyed. It was so good. I definitely recommend it. It's so, like, gritty and real and graphic, and it does not hold back, and I freaking love it. This is the cover of the second one, the cover of the third one, which is actually my favorite cover, the cover of the fourth one, which is also really, really awesome. I really like this one too. We have this one, and we have this one. Okay, so those were all the books that were given to me and I didn't purchase myself. Now let's move on to the books that I actually spent my own money on, and there's still a lot of them, so who needs money? This first one is Rat Queens, and it's volume 1, Sass and Sorcery, and this is by Curtis J. Wiebe and Rock Upchurches. Upchurch, not churches. I don't, just ignore me. This is a female group, and I've heard really good things about this from several people. The next two, I'm not sure the last one I hauled, but these are the from the Saga series. This is 4 and 5. I read the first 3 and I'm obsessed with this series. It's so good. It's kind of amazing. No, it's not kind of amazing. It is amazing. It's just everything you want it to be and more. The next 2 books in a series, I've hauled the first book already. I actually did a review on the first book. And it is my favorite new adult book by far, and that's The Deal by Elle Kennedy. We have the second one, The Mistake, and the third one, The Score. These storylines are so good. They're so much better than these covers portray. Are there hot dudes involved? Yeah, definitely hot dudes involved, but it's so much more than that, and it's so good. They're not like sequels. They are, but they're kind of like spin-offs. Like the first one was 2 people, a couple. This one's 2 different people and their story, and this is 2 different people and their story. But these are people you've heard of in the other books, so they're like crossovers, but not like direct sequels. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? Yeah? Anyways, buy these. They're so good. These next 2 are somewhat related. And the first one is the 4th book in the Lunar Chronicles series and is the final book in the series. I highly recommend it. It's the one with Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, Winter, and it is very, very good. It basically takes a futuristic spin on fairy tales. The first one takes kind of a loose futuristic spin on Cinderella, and then we have Scarlet, which is Red Riding Hood, and then we have Crest, which is Rapunzel, and then we have Winter, which is Snow White. They all tie together to create a whole series. It's not like each separate book. It's a very dystopian, futuristic series that also has this kind of twisted fairy tale element to it. And then I also got Stars Above. I haven't read this yet, but basically it's just a bind up of all the novellas of those books. And I haven't read any of the novellas yet, so I will get around to this sometime, but I'm not quite sure when. Next, I finally got this book that I've been wanting forever, which is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I can't talk today, guys. It's Vicious by V.E. Schwab. V.E. Schwab. I've heard so many amazing things about this book. So many. And I've been wanting to read it for a long time, but I've just never gotten around to buying it. Finally bought it. I haven't read it yet, but the thing I've heard about it that sounds very intriguing to me is there isn't a necessary black or white, right and wrong. There's sort of like the gray area, who's good and who's bad and blah blah blah, and I like that. Next, I got 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I read this a long time ago when I was in like freshman year of high school, or like 8th grade, I think. But I ended up picking it up because it was a signed copy and I know I did like it. So I'd be intrigued to read it again and kind of see how I feel about it now. It's basically about this girl who commits suicide and her leaving kind of messages and tapes for people who impacted that decision in some way. Next, I got another signed copy, and that's The Rose Society by Marie Lu. This is the second book to The Young Elites. I actually ended up asking for The Young Elites because I ended up buying this before I had that because it's signed, and I love Marie Lu and I wanted a signed copy, and it just, you know, it's how it works sometimes. So this is the second one, and it's signed by her and all that fun jazz. Next, I got The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. I'm excited about this because I've read 2 other books by her that were sort of that fluffy, romantic type book. They're just simple, enjoyable stories, and they're really easy to read, and sometimes, especially right now as I'm kind of slumping hardcore, I don't have much time, these are the best things to get me reading again. I'm excited to read another one by her because so far I've really liked them and they've been entertaining. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, that it's about a girl who gets someone to fill in and pretend to be her boyfriend. This next one is not like an average book, but I've shown books before that are from YouTubers, and this one is too. I am shamelessly in love with Dan Howell, so if we could just meet, I think my life would be complete. Is that weird? No, but honestly, I'm a big fan of him. Mostly because I just find his content really entertaining and his personality is wonderful and he's pretty to look at, so, and listen to, and that's that. So, oh, it's Phil too, which is his best friend, which I love them together, so it's not like I hate Phil. I don't want to leave him out. He's really cool too, so it's both of them. Okay, that's enough of that. This is The Wicked and the Divine, and it's by Gillian, McClevey, Wilson, and Cowles. Just definitely butchered all of their names, but oops. This book, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, is about gods who take celebrity bodies. Yes, maybe. Just look for my review. I'll correct myself there, but you know. Next is Queen of Shadows, another book by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series. I have yet to read the 3rd one. I haven't read it yet. I really need to. I really want to. I'm excited to. I freaking loved this series. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and I don't know why. But I picked up the 4th one, and it is a signed copy. Let's see what her signature looks like. That's what Her signature clearly says Sarah J. Maas. Obviously, this is a series about assassins. Yep, she's an assassin. She's cool. I'm obsessed with assassins. Not in real life, but in story life. And it's good. I hear it just gets better. So I have to read and find out for myself. Whoa, okay, next I have this book. This one. This one. You see it? I hold the first one of this. This is the second one. This is Greek Heroes, Not Greek Gods. And it's basically a sort of thing written by Percy Jackson, at least in his voice, talking about all the heroes. And I haven't read the other one yet, but I picked this one up because it is signed. I think. It's signed. Haha. I'm a huge fan of Rick Riordan, so I wanted a signature like a crazy, creepy stalker does, and so I bought this book. I'm not crazy, I promise. Rick Riordan, when I become a famous author like you are, can we not ever talk about this moment? Okay, cool, thank you. The next one I got is If I Stay by Gayle Forman. I obviously already own this. Freaking am obsessed with her. I'm just talking about a lot of obsessions with people today. Is that something that I maybe should consult a doctor about? Or is this normal? Leave a comment. I already own it. I already love it. I already love her. I bought this simply because my second one is hardcover. My first one is paperback. So this is going to match. Also, signed copy. There's her signature. Gayle. Honestly, you're amazing. So keep up the good work. And last, but certainly not least, it's Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. You're awesome. I love her because I'm apparently obsessed with lots of people, and she's one of them. So congrats, girl. You're included in the list. Passenger is a time travel book. Don't know much about it, don't want to, just want to read it and love it and breathe it and enjoy it and absorb it. That's pretty much it. Alexandra Bracken is the author of the Darkest Minds trilogy, which is bomb as hell. I'm a huge fan, and obviously I'm a huge fan of her, so I got this book and I'm sure it's going to be amazing because it's by her and she's amazing, so. That's the end of this book haul. I'm not quite sure how to end this, so please enjoy your life, be happy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!